Hey guys, and welcome back to the next episode of our start to finish house building series. If you've been following along, you saw in the last video, we got the beams done, the entryway bench, the bathroom has been done, tiles in there. He has a little bit more grouting to do in there, but while he's doing that, I'm gonna finally get started on the painting. So I'm excited about that. I'll start in the bedrooms here, because that's one color, and then this main room here is a different color. I'll show you that a little bit later. But once the painting's done, then we can finally get on some more exciting things. So we have the floor ordered, we have the doors ordered, the trim, the cabinets, and all that stuff. We just have to get everything painted before we can get that put in. So I'm really excited about that. I can kind of see the end here of the project, so that's keeping me motivated to keep going, because this has just been a long project with just two guys here building the house. But yeah, it's definitely coming along. I can see the end. So anyways, I'm gonna get these rooms cleaned up and picked up and get the painting stuff ready, and I'm gonna start putting paint on the wall. So let's go and get that done. All right, so we got this bedroom, second bedroom / office done, whatever it's gonna be. Here we put a color called Mindful Gray in here. It's a little cloudy outside, so it's kind of makes it darker in here, but when it's light outside, this paint really lightens up, and it's a nice paint. I like it. But this one was almost done. I just have to put carpet in here and the trim, and this one will be complete. All right. So using this 18-inch roller, it makes pretty quick work of this painting here. What we put on the edges here is the Mindful Gray, which is same as the bedrooms colors. And then for the rest of it here on the main walls, it'll be a different color called Alpaca. I'll get that put on pretty soon. But I think I'll probably go into the other bedroom, start working there. I'll come out here and I'm gonna start doing like the corners and the edges and ceiling and things like that. And then we'll come back and start get that painted. I'll show you what that color is looking like. So just in case you're wondering what kind of paint we use here, it's using this, this is for the bedroom, the Mindful Gray. It's the Sherwin-Williams Super Paint, paint primer one. Don't really need the primer since the wall's already primed. But this is the brand of paint I use for everything, and I really like the results. But anyways, kind of what I've been doing on these edges here. I've been using a combination of the brush here for the edges and corners, and this little roller here. That's really usually makes things pretty fast until you get your little wheels there in the paint, and then you roll and paint all over your edges or your ceiling. But as long as you keep these little wheels clean, this thing works out pretty great. And you can usually do it in one pass. You're gonna go one way and then the other way, and it's done. Just load that up with paint. Here's the one from yesterday. And just load it up with paint, and it paints real quick. End of the day, just throw them away because they're impossible to clean. But that being said, I'm going back up to the walls and start painting. So it took about half a day, I don't know, maybe the whole day, but got the whole place finally painted. On the walls here, it's called the alpaca, and then in the bedrooms, we have the mindful gray. And if you look in the bedroom there, you can get a little sneak peek of the next work to do. All right, progress is made. I got the painting done, so I went yesterday and picked up the order of all the stuff here. Of course, we have all the doors here. I have a big pile of flooring there, little transition strips, vanity, lights, got some ceiling fans. I have some planking here for the back wall on the bathroom. And of course in here we have all the cabinets for the kitchen. And this stuff is coming along here. We have everything, now we just got to get installed. And the doors here with these nice two-panel Santa Fe style doors. That's going to have all the doors and all the closets, everything like that. And coming out here, the room's a big mess now because we've been trying to take everything out so we can get the floors cleaned up. But and got that ceiling fan installed there because once the floor is in here, I don't want to be dragging the scaffold or ladders across the floor there and scratching things up. And the walls there is done by the accent wall. We'll go ahead and get the fireplace put in there. So that's out of the way and start getting all this trash taken out so we can finally go ahead and put the floors on there. Dude, I see you hiding back there.
I wasn't hiding, I didn't want to be in your video because it's going to be in the way. We're almost there though.
And bathroom is done. Got that wood planking that'll go on the back there on that green wall. Painting's done here. That crack is filled in. I don't know if I showed that before. And in here in this other bedroom, painting is done here. And everything's complete. We have to put a door in there. That's going to be a sliding mirror door, but we'll do that for another one. But yeah, anyways, we'll go ahead and start getting this place cleaned up. All right, so one of the first steps is getting the orientation of the boards correct. I just kind of play around with it, whichever kind of direction you want. For this house here, I'm standing in front of the door, so when you walk in, all the boards are going to be facing this way towards the kitchen. So when you walk in, the house is going to look longer. If I had them sideways, that would look good going down the hallway, but coming in your front door, I think it's going to make the house look a little bit more narrow, and I don't think that'd be a good look. But on your house or your project, you're just going to have to play around with it a little bit and see which direction you want these boards facing. So this step gets overlooked a little bit, I have seen, and that is to clean your floors. It's really important to get your floors clean. My floors here, they have drywall pieces, screws, little nails here and there. So yeah, definitely important to get your floors cleaned up first. I'm gonna go here with the shop vacuum and get everything cleaned up because even just a small little stone under your floor, you're gonna be able to notice that when you're walking on it, and it's gonna lift your floor up and make a little bubble there, and you'll definitely notice it further on. So let's go ahead and get this floor cleaned. All right, now we're finally getting the floor started to lay it down. And we're putting the floor down. Of course, put your flush corner there and the screw side facing out towards you. Well, so you're going backwards. If you have this other end facing out, then it's gonna be a hard day. But getting on that corner there, and we don't want any patterns here. So we're putting our lines down and just cutting the small pieces off, and just so we have a nice random pattern there. And we'll cut some of these little end pieces here that just slide in under there, and we can knock these boards together because they don't quite go together on the ends there unless these pieces are fully locked in. I was using that with just that hammer there, and we're using the rubber hammer too. And when you're starting this here, you want to leave a little 1/4 inch gap on the sides. We don't have a gap here yet because we've been pounding the floor together, but we'll pull the floor back and get that little space in there. But anyways, let's get to work. So a little progress update here. So far what we've been doing is got the living room done here, and it was not too hard there to see, but all the seams here, the joints, we'll try not to do any kind of pattern on that or any like stair step pattern, or just mostly trying to get those as random as possible, and it's working out pretty well. I'll cut around here around the fireplace. Those don't have to be really cut too evenly because we'll have stacked stone on top of there. But that's pretty much just doing the same thing over and over again. Putting these down, just make sure there's no patterns, and move my shoe covers there so I don't get this wood dirty. So we haven't had any technical cuts yet to do, but this is the first one here. Kind of go around the corner there. We've just been cutting this out on the table saw, and that makes it real easy to do these little thin cuts there. If you don't have a table saw, you can always use a jigsaw, or maybe even like a little circular saw. And to cut the ends off here when we're going to the edges, we've just been using the miter saw for that. I'll go show you those tools we're using. So table saw, that's what we're using to cut the small pieces, and cut the ends just using the miter saw here. Of course, makes lots of little metal or plastic shavings. Yeah, that's what we've been cutting off of. And yes, that's the tools. I mean, it's pretty simple tools here. So I guess we're going back to work. Hey guys, and next day here. I stopped filming yesterday because we had a big blizzard that came in and it got really dark outside, and it was really hard to see in the house here what we're doing. Dark house putting dark floor in, so it wasn't so great. So I just decided to stop filming yesterday and get the floors finished up. So that went really quick. And you might be able to hear a little noise next to me. The heater came in yesterday, and we have an awesome electrician, and I called him yesterday, and he's able to come this morning and get it all hooked up, so it's running now. That way we don't have to have this diesel heater running and filling the house up with exhaust fumes. And then we went with the nicest thermostat on this one, the Nest thermostat, the learning one, so we can set it for lower temperatures during the peak demand. And I don't know, it has a bunch of different features. Can't use them all right now because there's no Wi-Fi in here. But whoever moves in here and gets the Wi-Fi, that's going to be a nice addition to this house and keep the energy bills pretty low. But that being said, let's go ahead and take a little tour of the house here. So now that the flooring is done, went ahead and just kind of covering things up with like the plastic there because it's snowy outside and don't want the floors getting too wet. But yeah, I mean, you can't see the floors right now, but they're actually done. You see the on the sides there. You saw a little bit what we did yesterday. And for this whole house, we got actually pretty lucky on doing our cuts. There wasn't too many complicated cuts here. And then, I don't know if you guys remember seeing the floor before, but where it matched up to the tile there is about maybe a ½ inch higher. So what we did yesterday, I didn't film that, but we just built a little ramp going up there so the wood planks can lay on top of that and not squish down or anything. And now that floor there is level with the tile, and we have a little transition strip to go across there. And of course we put the floor into the washer dryer room here, and that's all finished. I guess probably the task that we're gonna try to work on today is I have some wood that's gonna go on that back wall there, and the same wood to go in the bathroom. And while I'm doing that, the tile wizard here is gonna be going with these stones here and putting it around our fireplace that we put in. And kind of get a little look of what that's gonna look like. This nice white tile on top of this brown floor. And this is a electric fireplace here, so it'll have some little flame effects in the back. But it doesn't put out much heat, but it's something that'll look fun. But anyways, let's talking, and I'm gonna go get to work. Yeah, and here's a little quick house tour of everything we've been working on this week. The bench there is finally done. Floor is complete. Painting is done. We put in the stone there, and we put in the fireplace, tested that out. That's working nice. We went ahead and built this little top here for the bench. Not for the bench, but for the fireplace. And so I'm trying to figure out colors to use there. And coming down here, I actually got everything cleaned up. Got the floors protected a little bit. And then I went ahead and started on this bathroom wall to get that tongue and groove cedar up there. And stuff, but it's nice. It's nice little trim piece. But there you can see it's real thin stuff. It's the 1/4 stuff, not the 1/2 stuff. But it's cheaper. It looks nice. Does the same job if you're just going for looks. Well, I think that's gonna do it for this video. It's been a ton of work here. When I'm here working on it, I don't really notice what's going on. It seems like I come here every day and nothing gets done. But then I watch the video for you guys and I say, wow, look at all the stuff I got done. So that always makes me happy to put these videos together and see what I actually did. Because some days just doing the same thing over and over again, like the flooring, just the same repetitive thing over and over. It gets kind of boring. But I'm always happy to see the videos and see the progress that we've made, and hope you guys are enjoying it too and seeing this whole process. But that's gonna be it for this one, like I said, and next one will be moving on to the doors and some of that bathroom, getting that finished up, putting cabinets in, I hope, and maybe even get the trim down. But whew, that's a lot of work. That's gonna be for next week. Not looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to this week being done and getting this video made for you guys, and then taking a couple days off to relax, and then we can go and get right back to the work. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching and subscribing and all the likes on the videos. It's really nice to see all the support you have for me and the channel. But anyway, guys, I will see you for the next one here on the job site. Thanks.